Everyone experiences a lack of motivation in different ways. Even I have moments where I feel really blah, not motivated to do anything. What hinders some may not be an issue at all to others. But understandably, losing all sense of motivation can be a worrying and challenging experience. The first step to beating your procrastination is to identify your motivation problems. 1. Take time to reflect on why you are feeling the way you do. Is it because you are going through a tough emotional time? Perhaps a passing of a loved one, losing your job, or going through a breakup. Loss of motivation is part of a constellation of symptoms that happen when people are sad. We're simply wired this way. Sad, depressed emotions trigger a reaction in our brains that involves the urge to retreat, withdraw, and reflect, instead of flowing on. It's part of our brain's response that's designed to keep us safe and protected. When you feel low, you'll overthink and feel sluggish. Low emotions are a signal to pause, reflect, and potentially change direction. Sometimes the signal is a false signal, sometimes it isn't. 2. Act your way to motivation. Action drives motivation more than motivation drives action. Knowing this, to combat my feelings of zero motivation, I started a structured effort to improve my daily routine to balance work and life. I admit, when I started those goals, sometimes it didn't feel super meaningful, but the more I did them, the more meaningful they felt. 3. Shift away from goals that don't motivate you. Reflecting on myself, I refocused my work goals on being helpful to people rather than worrying about my number of likes or followers on social media. This felt more meaningful, both in concept and in practice, as I did my work each day. 4. Plan for low concentration. When people feel low, their concentration suffers too. Therefore, pick actions to improve your motivation that aren't heavily dependent on concentration. For example, it might not be the best time for a goal like read a book a week, or any goal that requires all-day focus. When I feel low, I usually set my expectations at around half my usual output, but I try to make that twice as meaningful. 5. Rule out physical factors. Check some basics that could be contributing to your feelings and mental state. For example, low vitamin D, low iron, thyroid issues, or low B12. 6. Help seeking might feel like a waste of effort, but it isn't. Think of it this way. If you had a broken arm, you wouldn't overthink whether to seek professional help, right? So if you think you have clinical depression, which isn't improving over time despite your best efforts, please do the same and seek professional help. 7. Try more new things. When you try new things, you expand yourself. Sometimes when we feel low, we're simply bored with the same old activities, people, perspectives, and routines. If you want to discover dreams and goals, try many new things without too much expectation. When you do this, eventually some new goals or dreams will emerge from that. Remember, regaining motivation is a process, and it's normal to have ups and downs. Be patient with yourself, practice self-compassion, and keep taking small steps forward.